Hi everybody, Nancy here. Today I'm going to be recreating a digital book cover from, hopefully, from one that looks sort of like the one on the left to one that looks sort of like the one on the right. We shall see. It's always a chance. But anyway, the one on the left is what is automatically generated by ZoomNotes when you create a document using the ZoomNotes um, automation thing. And let me show you what I'm talking about. If you go to the plus up at the top and do create document and go to custom, the first screen, you have the option to have a cover or not. And if you don't have one that you're choosing, it will create one for you. Now, all it's doing, and you have complete control over, if I go to paper template, that would be the ones that I have already. See, one of these. But if I choose not to pick one of those, and I just use what it automatically generates, go to custom, then I can choose the cover color, which I'm going to choose the blue, and then the title area, and I'm going to leave it like it is with white. It doesn't matter. And then if I scroll down, it's not a planner. I'm just going to create one that has a blank page. See, down at the bottom it says line type blank, and I chose to make it kind of a cream colored page. Rounded corners might, let me see. We'll do one with rounded. Well, we'll say it's got, I'm going to turn that off because I don't have the control for not having corners over on the left side. So I don't want all of the corners to be rounded. So I'm not going to choose that. Okay. So now I'm just going to create this document. And see, this is what it looks like. Page 1, page 2. Page 1, page 2. All right. And that looks like, I didn't realize what that blue is. All it is a background. So if I go to here and to my layers menu and I drag, see how it totally disappears. And the white square is just a shape. So I can do anything I want to with this and make it look more realistic, I guess. See, let me select the shape. Get the select tool. See, it's just a shape. So I can make that as big or as small as I want to. Well, I'm going to make it that big, and I'm going to make a copy of it before I forget, because I'm going to need it later. So I'm just going to click on the middle square and drag it off, and that makes a duplicate. All right. Now I'm going to work on that blue background to make it more realistic. If I go do another shape and draw it from corner to corner, I'm creating a shape. Now, my defaulted shape has that green edge. I got to change that default. I'm not real sure why I chose that. But I'm going to change that right away. I go to fill and, no, I go to style because I have saved this as a favorite. This one right here. And see, it automatically kind of sort of gives it a rounded edge over on the left side. Now I'm going to get rid of the border. And when I first created this shadow, I did it thinking that where am I going? Fill. The only choice I had was to blend to white. Well, that's not true. You blend to the color that you're changing. So I would blend to this bottom color, the blue. let me go there, go back. And so I'll click on that arrow to the right where the white is. And thankfully, I could use the eyedropper, but I don't have to because it's on my palette. And see how it automatically changed so that it's not so white on the edge. Now, it's still covering up the label, which, you know, I could just move this back one and that would take that away. Let me go ahead and show you that. Select, moved back. And that makes it look a little bit better. It makes it look more rounded on the left side. But I'm not going to stop there. That would work. I have done that and it works. But instead, I'm going to drag that over to the left. And I could stop there. Well, when it was white, let's see, let me change it back to white. Because it gave a different appearance. It gives the appearance of it being like a taped edge. Go to the shape and change that back to white. And see, now it looks kind of like a taped edge. It is still kind of 3D. And I could stop there. That would be a little bit different. Though I wouldn't stop there because I need the bottom shadow. I'd have to add another clear image, which I'll do later in a minute. But instead of stopping there, I'm going to drag this so that it's almost gone and drag it over to the left. And that kind of gives the illusion of the dip. Now, you know how a book has the dip on the spine? But let me change that again. I think the white made it too in your face. So I think I'm going to try this. I'm just guessing now. Yeah, that looks a little bit more like the dip that you have on the left edge of a book. Okay. And again, I need the drop shadow over on the left. So I'm going to draw another shape on top. On top. Got to change that default. And just make it no filling. And has the drop shadow, so that's good. Now sometimes if you ooch it up, oh, it's got a black outline. I need to change that. I guess I could leave it, but make it real tiny. And I'm just dragging my pen to the left to make it thinner. Sometimes if you make the that particular one, see how it kind of then makes it look like it's double? If you drag that top shape up, it makes it look like there's a front and a back to the book. Sort of, sometimes. Okay. All right, but we'll leave it alone. Now I'm going to move that. Let me see. I want to move that down. And I want to move this. Golly, every time you touch, if you have that shape tool selected, it's going to make a shape just by touching. Oh, no. Okay. I've got to get the select tool, get that dot, and get rid of it. That's a tiny little shape. Now I'm going to select that and move it to the front. I want to move the white shape to the front. And that is because what I'm about to do, that is required. That layer or that shape has to be behind the other shape. So if I select both of them and I go here and I do subtract, bam. Isn't that cool? I just love the look of that. Now, that for some reason, well, as soon as I did that, it made that stinking thing come back to with the border. So I need to go back here. I didn't realize it would do that. I need to change my default and click on get rid of the filling, get rid of the border, and now we have that. That looks so cool. All right, but we still can't see anything through here. Now let me go ahead. I'm going to go to page 2, and I'm going to put an image there just so there's something to see. We'll go to this girl and put her on it. Done. Now I can't stand it. I got to get rid of the white around her, so I'm going to go to transparency. I have her selected. I'm going to transparency. I've got fill chosen, and I'm just getting rid of the white. I know for demonstration purposes it really doesn't matter, but that'll drive me crazy, so it's gone. Bam. Okay. Now we have something on page 2. I go back to page 1, and I take this extra shape that I created earlier. Let me see. Selection tool, select it, and drag it to be where it was originally, over the hole. Now I'm going to select the shape tool, get that, and see the importance of getting rid of having the right default when you do something. All right, now I'm going to select it. Get the shape tool and create a link. And I'm going to choose page and link it to the second page, which is the one I want to see, and do OK, and then do as window. So bam, I now have a window that has kind of like a little 3D look to it, but I need to lining it up is the trick. Okay, I'm going the wrong direction. And there's probably a way to use the align tool, but I won't bother with that right now because it's pretty close. Now I'm going to move it so I can see it better. So cool. That just looks so good to me. The left edge doesn't look all that great. But I'm going to leave it. I think it's okay. Now, if I want to put the little band, the elastic band that holds the pages, all I'm going to do is create a table and draw it where I want it, here, and change it to be, I don't know, probably 24, return, and get rid of the rows. And that looks kind of like it. Kind of like the band that goes around it. All right. Now, this is just a little added thing that I think is cute. If I go to I hope I can find it, my cats. I searched on Arrow the last time. And where would it be? DK? No, it's not. I guess I'm going to have to look for it this way, because I don't even remember what the name is. It's a sheet of rubber stamps that I have that has a cat. I should have found this sooner. Here it is. Okay, I'm going to stamp over here because there's a bunch of them. When I created it, I saved the selection as a one symbol instead of, sometimes that just saves time, but they're all separated. If I select my cat and put it here, so it looks like he's hanging off the edge of a window. I just think that's cute. It doesn't add anything to it, but okay, so that's it. That's it. That's what I promised to do today. All right. Anyway, y'all have a great day here. Bye. Oh, well, yeah. Before I go, sorry. I was going to show you what it looks like compared. Let me go to, well, it created it here. Let me close that. See the two down here at the bottom? That was the original that I showed you originally. But you can see the difference between the two next to each other. Cuter. Okay. Anyway, that's all. Y'all have a great day here. Bye.